All right, hello everybody. Welcome to Aviary Attorney, aka Lawyer Burb Simulator 2019.
Woo!
Austin is dressed for the occasion. We are French aristocrats, or we are punishing French aristocrats. I don't know. But I can tell you, I can't do a French accent. So this entire playthrough, I am going to be aristocratic Southerner. I do declare. Objection! I'm going to adjust the camera a little bit so Austin cannot feel so alone. There. How's everybody doing tonight? I see a lot of people joining us. See Lady Faustus. Nicole's here. JJ Armad, Neb Armad, Pillow Armad. I don't know why JJ is in a different color and does not have the purple mod color, but you know. Yes, this is basically Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, but with French burbs.
Are they all birds?
I think there's some cats and some other things. I don't think they're all burbs. But we will see. The main character, the attorney, is a burb. I do have water. It's fuzzy water, but it's
Fuzzy water.
Yeah. All right, let us begin. I have no idea what to expect. Oh. Okay.
Options.
Is there, there is text. That seems fine. This is all fine.
No, there's a voice volume.
Oh, there is voice acting in this?
Oh, maybe.
If there is, I'll turn it up. We might not have to do. We might not have to say, I do declare objection. Well, that's disappointing. All right.
Is our microphones working good? It looks like it.
Yeah. January 1st, 1848. The Chateau Criniere of Baron. Oh no, he is a frog and he is dead. Is that Monsieur Grenouille? Oh mon Dieu! Dame Cataline, what have you done? Act 1, a cat with claws. As opposed to a declawed cat. Are you the aviary attorney? Oh, yeah, so there's no voice acting. Okay, so we gotta decide now. We gotta commit to a voice, and we gotta commit to who we're gonna be. So...
Well, Sparrow's son isn't the main character. I'll take this one. I think you should at least do the main character.
Okay. Okay, so what is Sparrow's son? Is Sparrow's son gonna sound like that judge that says order? Or are you gonna save that for the judge?
I think that's gonna be the judge.
Okay.
It's midday already. Where on earth is that featherhead?
Okay, I'll go with that. I like that. Oh, yes. Yes.
Well. Look who finally decided to get up. Haven't you heard what they say about the early bird, Falcon?
I am Falcon, okay.
Yes.
Too early for worms. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon.
There'll be time for that later. We've got some business to handle first.
Business?
A letter arrived while you were sleeping. I haven't opened it yet.
It's probably just more junk mail. Go ahead, Sparrow Son. You may have the honors.
All right. Dear Monsieur Falcon, I am writing to you today because my daughter, Dame Caroline, has been arrested for a crime she did not commit. She's being held at La Conciergerie prison on a charge of murder, no less. Her trial is in 3 days' time.
Hey, thank you, Brooke Trout, for giving 5 Tier 1 gift subs. It is still September, so subscriptions are half off. They are $2.50 a piece, so if you want to get a subscription or give some gift subs, now is a great time to do so and be generous like Brooke.
Ahem.
Oh, yes, ahem.
I would be greatly in your debt if you would offer her your legal aid. Yours sincerely, Senor Prefecture of the Demura Estate.
Well, this is quite something.
I know, your first serious client in months.
Not just that. The Dimiao estate is known for its exuberant wealth. Even if we cannot do much for Dame Cataline, his lordship would still reward us handsomely for our efforts.
Wow, I suppose you intend on defending Dame Cataline in court?
Nope. Of course! They don't call me Signor Beauregard Falcon the Esquire for nothing.
I'm pretty sure your name is JJ
It
Falcon.
would be foolish to let such a good opportunity slip through our feathers. Grab your coat, Sparrow Son. We're gonna find our kitty client at La Concierge.
Excellent. My diarrhea was getting tired of sitting around. Oh, but I better file away Signor Dimiao's letter first. One moment, Falcon.
JJ is explaining that Dimiao is a play on the French pronunciation of meow.
I got it. I actually got the joke.
I didn't. So we have the letter added to our evidence folder. We may access the evidence folder at any time by clicking the suitcase. I nearly forgot my wallet. Wouldn't want to lose that.
Again. I recall you losing it at New Year's party. And Christmas.
Yes, all right. No need to make a list. Falcon has picked up his wallet. You may see how much money he has carried at any time by clicking on the wallet symbol. Let's make a move. Da 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 da. Shut up, JJ. I don't know how to do a French accent, but I can do one from New Orleans, and that is as close as we can get to French.
January 3rd, Monday. You lost your wallet.
I'm gonna go get some etouffee and use this money from my wallet to go get some nice food. We can travel anywhere. Okay, we can go to the offices or we go to La Concierge. Sure. Let's go to the prison. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the stone-cold foyer of the Concierge prison. Sullen-faced guards and visitors linger beneath the medieval archways. Ah, the Concierge! They say this is the finest prison in the whole of France. The outer walls are impenetrable. The cells are spotless. The guards are well-mannered.
What do you want?
You almost gotta do her like Roz from Monsters, Inc. Good day, monsieur. I'm here to... Oh, that's a man. Okay. Good day, monsieur. I'm here to see Dame Cataline Dimiao. I am due to represent her in court.
Oh, you're her lawyer, huh? Fine, fine. Follow me. Well, what are you waiting for? Keep up.
My papa has not forgotten about me, has he? See? Not good with the French. Dame Cataline Dimiao, I presume. You've arrived! The fantastic lawyer, Monsieur Falcon, and his petite assistant, Sparrowson.
Milady is knowledgeable.
Don't talk like that, Sparrowson.
Sorry.
My papa told me that he would only hire the best lawyers in town. I'm flattered. But they weren't available at such short notice, so he hired the first people in the address directory.
We're getting a little bit more Soviet, I think.
It's getting a little Russian, yeah. Why not?
We're moving eastward with this accent.
Oh.
You see, Falcon, I told you listing under Aviary Attorney would pay off.
Let's get down to business. Dame Cataline, could you fill us in on some details? Your father's letter was a little brief.
Cataline the Great, huh?
I can do my best. What is it you wanted to know? What happened the night of the murder? That's broad. Let's start with that. What exactly happened on the night of the murder? Oh, let me think. It was Friday evening. Me and my papa have arrived at Chateau Crinier, the home of the great Baron Roguel. My papa spent all evening talking with Monsieur Granouille and the Baron about business stuff. Business stuff? Well, the three of them own a railway company together. So all through dinner, they were talking about company shares and investments, but I didn't really understand most of it. But after dinner, this man with the camera took our photograph. That was a lot more fun. Sorry, man with the what took your what? Camera! It's a very new gadget. A tiny bug sits in a box with a tiny paintbrush and paints your picture very fast. You know, they are animals. I wouldn't doubt that that's how they work in this universe. In 10 minutes, poof, you have a perfect picture.
Wow, technology is amazing.
I don't think the lady's explanation is right, Sparrowson.
Pshaw, let me believe.
Still, the camera sounds like a very special device. I'll make a note of it. Camera has been added to evidence. Please continue, Dame Cataline. So after we had the photograph, I went into the gardens to get some air, and that's when I found the body of Monsieur Gonwy. He was all ripped open. A housemaid saw me standing over the froggy Monsieur and called for help, and then the police arrived. Before I could say anything, I ended up here. It was such a blur. It must have been terrifying. It wasn't so bad. My papa taught me how to be a brave cat. Was there something else you wanted to ask, Monsieur Falcon? A murder most foul. Yep. Who was all there that evening? Dame Cataline, who attended the banquet that evening? Well, there was me and my papa. My dearest mamma couldn't make it. And then there was Baron Rogier, who hosted the dinner. And his housemaid, Colline, I think she was called. Of course there was Monsieur Grenouille, well, you know, until he died. And then there was Monsieur Rabuto de Robino, the man with the camera, but he was only there for a little while. I think that was all. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
This party makes no sense. It's not a New Year's Eve party if it was on Friday.
What?
It's Wednesday the 3rd.
Oh, okay. I'll let you figure that out. I'll let you figure out what day a week it is, Sparrowson. That's too complicated for a simple man like myself. Dear Dame Cataline, did you see anything suspicious that evening? Aside from, you know, a murder. Suspicious? Like maybe a guy lurking in the shadows or a bloodied murder weapon. Oh, that was the wrong voice. Monsieur Falcon, I do believe you are looking for an easy answer. You got me. I did not see anything, I am afraid. The evening was very normal. The food was delicious, the conversation was boring. It was all very ordinary until the incident. I see.
Wait, Falcon, you missed something of huge importance.
I did?
Dame Cataline, you said the food was delicious. But you didn't say what the food was.
You and your damn stomach. Let me see. We had poached red herring to start, garnished with garlic butter.
Go on.
Then a marbled steak, served perfectly bloody rare.
Glorious, Falcon, write this down.
What? This can't possibly be relevant to our case.
Write it all down, please, for me.
Fine, fine. Red herring has been added to your evidence folder. Bloody rare steak has been added to your evidence folder. Sparrowson, remind me not to let you talk to clients on an empty stomach. Come to think of it, I did find it a little strange that we weren't given cutlery. No cutlery? Even for the steak? What are you, some kind of animal? No, you would think that the great Baron of Chateau Crinier would have gorgeous silverware, but there was none to be seen. That is a little peculiar. Was there anything else you wanted to know, Monsieur Falcon? No, I think that will be all, madame.
So what's the plan now, Falcon?
The way I see it, we have two tasks. We should head to Chateau Crinier, try to see the scene of the murder for ourselves. And we should try to track down the supposed, quote, photographer, end quote, Monsieur Rabito de Rabino.
2 days for 2 tasks seems doable.
But we should head back and get some rest first. We have a lot of work ahead of us. You know, we are not nocturnal birds like them owls. Wait, Monsieur Falcon, before you go. You do believe my story, don't you?
Not a bit. I believe in justice.
Dame Cataline, I believe that a fair trial can draw the truth from any situation. I believe in justice. That's good to hear.
You're not wrong, Falcon, but that's not what Lady needed to hear. You might want to work on being a little less of a, how do I put it, fils de pute.
If serving justice makes me a fils de pute, then I'll wear that title proudly. JJ's getting all the French jokes. I'm not. Son of a bitch. Okay. It's your line.
Dame Catherine, Monsieur Grinouille, Baron
Still can't trip that from that one.
These names are all getting a bit confusing, aren't they?
Not particularly.
Well, it is for me. I'm going to start compiling a Facebook.
TM.
So that I can keep track of who everyone is.
A what?
A Facebook. It's a collection of people's names, pictures, and descriptions in one easy-to-carry catalog.
I think I'm going to move us over here because it seems like... Hold on. Still streaming, right? We're good. Okay. I think I understand. The name could use a little work, though. Sparrowson has started compiling a Facebook. You can access a list of people you met at any time by clicking the book symbol. Let's make a move. January the 3rd, Monday, a new day. January the 4th, Tuesday. The game saves automatically at the start of a new day. Good to know, game.
Oh, I thought it was Wednesday.
But you can also make quick saves. You can access the pause. Okay. So we can go to Chateau Crinier and go visit Baron Rourge, an impressive manor house with an immaculate garden. Or we can go to Here Lies the Home of Rabito de Rabuno, an up-and-coming photographer. I think we should go to the scene of the murder. That seems like the most natural thing to do. Chateau Crinier! Away we go. Falcon and Sparrowson enter the courtyard outside Chateau Crinier. People with dirty clothes and gaunt faces linger around the building's shadows. Do I have to do all the female characters?
What is it?
It's a kangaroo. For some reason.
You're a very large bird. Excusez-moi, messieurs. I don't mean to be a pain, but my little girl and I are sick and starving, see?
I have the black lung.
I don't suppose you happen to have some spare change?
You have 20 francs in your wallet. What will you do? I'll give you a franc. Here you go. Stay safe, madame.
Many thanks to you, messieurs. That was pretty generous of you, Falcon.
Times are tough. Making sure a mother and child have something to eat is the least I can do, even though I could have definitely been more generous, but, you know, I could have given nothing, so... What am I doing standing here moralizing? Come on, Sparrowson, we got business to attend to.
Right down the middle.
The middle way. You know, I'm a Buddhist. You ever heard of the Buddhism? You should practice this sometime, Sparrowson. It's really good for your health.
I thought they had an eightfold path.
Falcon and Sparrowson step into the pristine wood panel foyer of Chateau Crinier.
Whoa, look at this place. Baron Rourguil
We're never gonna get that
must
word.
be loaded.
More than loaded. When it comes to lucrative investments, the Baron is a legend. Factories, chocolate shops, hotels, railroads, the Baron owns a little bit of everything this side of the Seine.
Is he here right now?
Yeah, he's a smug-looking chap with an impressive mane. I bet he's a lion.
Or a horse.
That's true. He could also be a horse. They also got manes. I don't know. He's a little far away. I can't tell from here. We must approach a man of his stature with tact and finesse, regardless of whether he is a lion or a horse.
Hey, Baron! We'd like a word! How's that?
Sparrowson, you have the finesse of an inebriated warthog.
You can thank me later. I think I got his attention.
Thank you, Fanaflots, for subscribing with Twitch Prime. He is a lion! I was correct!
I think the jury's still out. He may be a horse.
Do you also want to be the lion?
Sure.
I don't know what voice to give a... Oh, yes, you have a top hat. Of course you need to be him.
Did I hear my name? Great Baron Rourguil. Property owner extraordinaire at your service. And who might you fellows be? More investigators?
Do we pretend to be cops, or we're honest about being attorneys? I'm not sure we're officially either. I don't think he wants to talk to lawyers. Ain't nobody want to talk to a lawyer, and we investigating the murder, so we may as well be policemen. It's like 1848. You don't need a license for nothing.
I think we should be honest.
I think I'm gonna say we're cops. I'm Inspector Vivi Kestrel. This is my lackey Robinson.
Good thinking, Falcon, but don't slip up or we'll both end up in deep Meriday.
Jess is saying, don't lie, that's bad. Oh dear. And also, apparently it's pronounced Roar-gay. Just so you know. Roar is because he's a lion. There you go. You're the lion. You gotta go.
So how may I help you, Inspector?
We're investigating the murder of Monsieur Grenouille, the frog who was killed here on Friday evening, because...
Of course, such a tragedy. He's a good friend and a loyal business partner. I suppose you, messieurs, will be wanting to see the crime scene yourself.
Actually, yes, that would be fantastic.
Well, be my guest. You'll find the garden where the murder occurred through the back doors. You may also be interested in the lounge on the second floor, third door to the right. That would be where we gathered for a group photograph prior to the... unfortunate incident.
Oh, can we see the finished photograph?
I'm afraid not. It is, to my understanding, that the photograph must be developed before it can be viewed. It's a slow process. My own copy of the photograph is to be delivered in 3 days' time, after the court case.
That's no good for us. The trial may be over by then.
Nonetheless, we appreciate your hospitality because we pretended to be cops and we don't want to be caught, Mr. Robinson. Thank you, Baron.
It's no trouble at all. I'll be here to see you out when you're done with your investigations. You're quite a large falcon if I'm a lion.
Well, you know, I come from the Beauregard family of hens, and, you know...
So where shall we go first?
Let's go to the garden, where he was murdered. Dame Cataline says she found Monsieur Grenouille on the stairs by the fountain, so this must be the very spot where the murder took place.
Hey, Falcon. Do crime scenes investigation thing.
The crime scene investigation thing?
Yeah, you know, the thing where you get all eagle-eyed and analyze every object with excruciating detail.
You mean search for evidence?
Yeah, do that.
That's not a bad suggestion. It wouldn't be the first time the Parisian police have missed something right under their noses. We are free to examine the scenery of the room. Click on an item of interest and we'll examine it closer. We have had enough, or we can find nothing else. Click the X in the top right corner. Okay.
I've seen all I need to see.
Okay, so there's a couple different things here. There's this lion statue. Another beautifully made horse statue. See, he likes horses even though he's a lion. Mane could go both ways. Maybe his wife is a horse. You don't know.
That sounds rude. You know, my uncle once had a horse that refused to eat hay.
Wait, your uncle, who is a sparrow, presumably, owned a horse as a domesticated riding pet. This world we live in don't make no sense, Sparrowson.
Yep, eventually we realized he was just filling up on horse d'oeuvres.
Terrible. What's over here? Dried blood on the staircase. That must be where Monsieur Grenouille died.
Do you see any bloody footprints? Oh, or maybe a name scrawled in blood written in the frog's last breath.
Wishful thinking. All I'm seeing here is a big sticky puddle. There's nothing to indicate that the body was moved or that the frog left a last-minute clue. And you know, now that we're talking about the size of all these animals, that frog was awful big compared to, you know, like a lion or a cat.
Or a kangaroo.
It's a cat-sized frog. I'm as big as a cat. That kangaroo lady was smaller than me. I must be a big-ass falcon.
Perhaps it was a wallaby.
All I can make out from the bloody mess is that Monsieur Grenouille was attacked and killed on the staircase. Which is what we already knew from the first cutscene. So, you know, we're not learning nothing right now. This fountain is finely crafted. It is solid carved marble. That can't have been cheap. I see nothing but water in the bottom of the lower basin.
It's a shame we can't see inside the upper basin from here. That'd be a perfect place to stash a murder weapon.
Da-ding. That's not a terrible line of reasoning, my little Sparrow Watson friend.
Ding, I do say.
Ding, I do say. We ought to wade in and take a closer look to be sure.
Yeah, I suppose we should. Too bad we can't fly.
Oh, I apologize. I wasn't being direct enough. What I meant to say was Sparrow said go wade into that fountain and take a closer look at that upper basin.
Me? No way. If you want to go wait and do it yourself.
I'm a respectable lawyer. I'm also too big to fit in that fountain. You a little splashing bird that can get inside a bird bath. You go up there and check. I'm not reading the real dialogue. Fuck that.
Yeah, well, you don't pay me enough to justify me getting my sweet threads wet. Look, there's only one reasonable way to settle this. We'll flip for it.
Flip for it?
Yep, I'll flip this 1 franc coin and you call the outcome, get it wrong, and you go for a swim. What shall it be? Heads, tail, Napoleon face, or plant squiggles?
I always gotta bet on heads. Don't let me down, old emperor.
Here I go. It's tails. Roll up your pantaloons, Falcon, and go for a swim.
And not even fair. Fine, hold my shoes. Wow. How does my feet fit inside shoes? I got bird feet. This world is so crazy, Sparrowson. Falcon really... Oh. Phooey. You cheater.
I almost feel bad for cheating. But I'm a lawyer. Almost. Ah, you're back. Had a good swim?
I just look like an angry bald eagle. No, I'm a bird, not a fish. But I did find a mystery item in the upper basin. It's no murder weapon, though. Seems like it's a finger of some kind.
It looks like a cigar to me.
A very wet cigar butt, possibly belonging to Baron Rorgale. Rorgay? Correct.
Rorgale!
Rorgay. That's what I'm gonna go with. JJ might be leading me astray, but you know, I'm gonna trust him. That shouldn't be too surprising. It is his house after all.
I'll stash it in the evidence folder, just in case. Is there anything else we need to do here?
Oh, we got all kinds of things to look at, Sparrow son. We need to look at that statue. Baron Rorgay certainly likes his horse statues.
I don't mind the horse statues, but the little cherub people creep me out.
Okay, so let's talk about people in this universe, because that's really confusing. They got humanoid they got people-shaped things in this world. Where's all the people? Where'd all the people go? Is this some sort of post-apocalyptic Toy Story nightmare universe where all the burbs have taken over and started their own society after the collapse of human civilization?
Would cherub burbs have four wings?
Why do we worship little human cherub angel creatures as if they're some sort of god and we're birds? Why do we not worship bird people? This is a strange world we live in, Sparrowson. I did not understand.
Babies should not be waddling nor attempting saddleless horseback riding.
Look to the fountain. Look to here.
What is that?
That's a horse statue. This one got a goofy face.
That reminds me of a joke. A horse walks into a bar. The barkeep says,
"Why the long face and why do you just walk into that bar? It's either gonna be one of them two." Yes, we heard that one.
What? No. The barkeeper says, "You've got to stop coming here. You're drinking us under the stable."
I think it's time to rein in the horse jokes. So I guess I haven't clicked up there yet.
I finally crafted
horse statue. The mane almost looks lifelike.
Would you say it behooves you to stroke it?
No, I would not. Is there anything I'm missing? Go into eagle eye mode. Gotta look at this whole place. Gotta find why have we not found no murder weapon yet? We didn't find no kind of evidence up in here. Well, I do declare this place has been come clean. We gotta move on to the next. I think we're done here.
Good call. But are you sure you don't want to take another dip? We still have time.
Don't push your luck. He said we needed to go upstairs to the lounge, so we're gonna do that next. Oh, what is that? Is that a giraffe? What kind of creature is this? Second floor, third door on the right. This must be the room where the photograph was taken.
Psst. Hey, Falcon, did you see that?
Wait, this does seem like this might be a horse, and he might be married to a horse after all. I might have been right. I'm an amazing detective. See what?
That housemaid totally just did something shifty.
Shifty?
I think she pocketed something from that drawer. We should totally call her out on it.
Excuse me, mademoiselle. Ah, yes? Are you two policemen? That's right. I'm investigator Vivi Crystal.
Crystal. And I'm Lieutenant Robinson. Just got transferred from Marseille Vice.
How rude of me. My name is Colleen Duhat. What can I do to help with you? God, I hate doing a French accent. What can I help you officers with today? We are investigating the murder that took place last week. We would like to ask you a couple of questions. Oh, the murder, of course. Let me grab a chair. Oh, she's a goat woman. Okay.
That's a giraffe.
That's better. What was it you wanted to ask? Is there something we should know? Let's just leave it. Is there something we should know, just generally speaking? Why are there baby statues? I don't understand. What the fuck's a human being? I don't know what these people-shaped things are. I'm so confused about the world we live in, madame. We're looking for a room where a photograph was taken prior to the incident. Would you happen to know whether this was that room? Oh yes, you're in the right place. I saw the photography session for myself. Let's see. The cameraman was standing just above where you're standing, actually, Inspector Crystal. And where was the camera pointed? Right above the clock at the mantelpiece. The Baron insisted on using that very location. Now I'm looking at it. Something ain't right about that clock.
I know, the painting totally clashes with the decor.
I was thinking along more obvious lines. That clock has no hands. Also, the clock has never had hands in all the years I've worked here. I think Baron Rurke keeps it around as a conversation piece.
Well, we're conversing about it, so I guess it's working.
It's a peculiar detail, though. I'll make a note of it. Missing clock hands has been added to your evidence folder. You know, that frog was sliced open at the gut. I wonder if that's a murder weapon. Is there something else you wanted to ask? Is there something we should know? Pardon me?
I don't know if you're aware, Mael.
Mael.
But there's a serious murder investigation taking place here. It's no time to be keeping secrets.
Mael?
It's cop talk.
No, it's nonsense talk. That, we Southerners like to make up words, but you just taking it too far. I understand the situation, officers, but I don't have anything to hide.
Pressure.
I don't know, I might play bad cop. But, you know, we not actual cops, and we pretended to be, so I'm gonna maybe play it safe. We appreciate your honesty, mademoiselle. If anything comes to mind, please don't hesitate to let us know. Here's my card. You can call me, you can send a pigeon or something, because, you know, some animals anthropomorphize people, and some animals we just treat like animals, and we eat steak, and I don't know how this world works. I don't think a bird should eat a steak. I feel like we on the same level there. Do we eat chickens? I mean...
I'm sure they have couriers.
I'm just saying, I want to know the rules for our world that I just woke up in yesterday. I'll keep that in mind. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? No further questions. Thank you, mademoiselle. You've been a huge help. It's no problem, Miss Lewis. Actually, there is something. I know you two saw me stealing as you came in. I appreciate that you didn't give me the third degree about it. You see, I'm trying to save up to follow my dreams. And well, never mind. I'm rambling. It's no problem, mademoiselle. To be honest, we have much larger crime to worry about. And also, we not really cops, so we can't really enforce the law or nothing. Although I should probably ask, I don't suppose you've been stealing anything else. Silverware, perhaps? Ah, so you know about that? Yes, I suppose it was me. I started with a couple of teaspoons. I didn't think the Baron would miss those. But, well, yeah, I suppose the habit got a little away from me.
Well, that's one mystery solved. At least it's a day's good work. We should go home and sleep it off.
I would appreciate it if you didn't tell the Baron. He's been really kind, and I would hate to break his trust. I see.
So, where to next, big bird?
Well, we may as well go to the main hall, I guess. Remember, you're Rourke.
Did you, messieurs, have a good look around? I trust everything was in order.
We had a good look. Thank you, Baron von Baron. But we actually have a few questions for you.
Please ask away. I have nothing to hide.
Just like somebody who had something to hide would say. Oh, I ain't gonna tell you about the housemaid. We gonna protect the proletariat because we should eat the rich like this guy.
The bourgeoisie.
We not protecting the bougie. I'm gonna tell you that. What happened the night of the murder? Baron Rourke, I would like to ask you about your activities on the night of the murder.
Oh ho, am I in trouble?
No, not yet. Nothing like that. We're just gathering the full picture.
I see. Well, let me think. The guests arrived at 5 o'clock. We sat for dinner in this very hall at 6. That part went magnificently. The photographer arrived at 7, but it wasn't until 7:30 that we had our picture taken.
I'm gonna have to cross-reference this with them notes I got.
My housemaid discovered the crime scene soon after.
Oh, the housemaid discovered it, huh? I see.
Is there something else I can help you, messieurs, with?
I want to ask about the housemaid discovering the murder, because that's some new information. But I don't want to snitch on her, because I don't want to get her all fired and stuff. So
You could ask about...
We'll be leaving. We'll just leave. You know, they're going to find out we're not cops, so I ain't going to push it. That'll be all, Baron. Thank you very much for your time.
We'll see you in court as bailiffs.
Oh shit! Sparrison! Why didn't you tell me that part? I forgot he was gonna see us in court. He gonna realize we the lawyers. He gonna be like, they pretended to be cops 2 days ago when they came to investigate this objection. Caw. And I'm gonna be like, oh shit, I shouldn't have lied. This is why Jess Truce told us not to lie. No. That's the proper response. Damn it, I'm not a good lawyer.
Did you get all the information you needed, Falcon?
Well, now I do. We gotta solve this case before the court so we can leave the country. I hope so.
Don't worry, if anything goes wrong in the trial,
no!
We can always just wing it.
Terrible, just terrible. Let's head back to the office and get some rest. We need to work on our disguises for when we get to court. Damn. Why did it take me 15 whole minutes to realize that he was going to see us in court?
Did you?
Thank you, Sparrison, for pointing that out way late.
I told you not to lie.
Sometimes you gotta sometimes you gotta be hard boiled. Okay, we're gonna go visit this possible rabbit photographer. So this is the studio of the famous photographer. Shall we knock?
We should just bust in.
Well, we already criminals at this point, lying about being cops and stuff, so we already gonna have a warrant.
Wait, there's a note on the door. Ahem. The magnificent and marvelous artist Monsieur Robido Robinho is currently out on artistic expedition. He shall return when his muse sees fit.
When his muse sees fit, what does that even mean?
I think it means he's a pretentious bird brain, but in any case, the artist seems to be out. What shall we do now?
We should knock anyway. Why? We ain't gonna hurt.
Alright, I don't see the harm. Nope, it doesn't look like he's in, Falcon. Ahem.
Alright, let's talk about this for a second, Sparrowson. So, you know, we already criminals at this point. We already lied about being cops. So we may as well just stick to that bit. So, you know, there's that. Number two, if we break in, we find evidence, the evidence not gonna be admissible in court because we got it because we broke in. So
I'm not aware of 19th century Paris law.
Well, that's the other thing, is that we in Paris in 18 something something, and there's no rules. So, you know, how they gonna catch us?
Locks don't even exist. We could just open the door.
The important thing is that we know what's going on. But what if he is in there and we get caught? What if he just don't know answer to the door?
Maybe he's choking.
And we would be saving his life.
Exactly.
You make a good argument, Sparrowson. That might be we could use that argument in court if somebody
I believe his doormat says welcome.
Yes, we like vampire birds. That would explain a lot about this weird ass world. If we say we heard him choking and having a struggle, and we thought breaking in would legitimately save his life, we can use that in court, and we can use whatever evidence we want. You know? Nicole's saying don't do it, come back later, though. If we can come back later, you know, maybe that's an option. Maybe we shouldn't break the law. I mean, we don't want to, like I said, no evidence permissible in court when you break in. So, you know, we would find some stuff out, but we wouldn't be able to use it.
Court starts tomorrow.
Yeah, but court's not just one day. Court's like a month, so...
Did you visit Boston once?
Shut up! Let's just go. Let's leave this one alone.
Ugh, I hate the feeling of a wasted trip. Is there really nothing else we can do?
We can go back to our place and review the evidence. Man really wants us to maybe break in. Gosh, should we respect that note, though? I don't know. I don't know. Do you think he gives to charity? Or do you think he's bourgeoisie like everybody else? Should we defend the proletariat is what I'm asking.
When my muse sees fit.
What if we argue that we are a muse? We just go in there and we say, we saw the note and we were amused. So we go in. Puns, I got them too. Alright. Deb says don't do it.
But JJ says do it.
Yeah, JJ's a bad influence.
Your name's JJ.
We should respect the note. We can't just ignore a note.
If you say so.
We'll come back later if there's still time. Is court tomorrow?
It took a whole day to get there and back.
Oh. The Palace of Justice houses the High Court, a place reserved for only the most serious of crimes. Well, you know, we'll try the studio again. How about that?
Falcon, it's trial day. Stop messing around. We need to go to the court already.
I was just...
No, we're going to be late.
They'll wait for us. Oh, God, I don't want to walk in there and that big-ass lion's going to know exactly who we are. It is not going to be a good day.
Ass lion.
Falcon and Sparrowson stand inside the marble portico of the Palais de Justice, awaiting the opening of the Tribunal de Grand Instance.
Are you nervous, Falcon?
Oh, yeah, I'm real nervous. Of course I'm nervous. We were woefully unprepared for this case. We also pretended we were cops, and he gonna know who we are. And as soon as we walk in that room, we gonna lose this trial. I should review the notes. All right, who we got? Oh, yeah, my name is J.J. Falcon. I'm the Aviary Attorney. I should listen to my own judgment in the chat, but maybe not. There's a Sparrowson, his suave and courageous lackey. What a handsome fellow. I see who wrote this Facebook. Pertoir Dimimau, the wealthy father of Dame Cataline. Pertoir
Yeah.
hired us. I like his coat. Then we got Quark, an ill-mannered jailkeeper, seems to feel disgust for criminals and for animals in general. But I don't know about that chum baby people, you know. Maybe he likes humans. Cataline Dimrau, the elegant bourgeoisie. See, she bourgeoisie. Why are we defending her?
Money.
Then we got Green Wheat. He just dead. Then we got Saltine and Gamblay. They're just some random kangaroos we met on the street. I don't know why. Why are they in here? This has nothing to do with the case, Madison. Got Colleen Duhart, a vertically enabled housemaid. She seems to have a mild case of kleptomania. You know, she steals some silverware or whatever, but I look at it the other way. I don't care. And then you got Baron Rouget, the great lion of Chateau Crinier, reputedly ruthless businessman. Oh, we gonna find out how ruthless he is today. Oh, we got all these other people. Oh, they probably later cases. How much is in my wallet? 19 francs. Can I buy my way out of this? Can I just throw money at this problem and make it go away? All right. We got the letter. All right, I don't think we can look at any of this. We got a camera. Red herring. This is a red herring. We gotta ignore that. Dame Catalina had a bloody rat steak at the banquet. All right, so if they make any argument about her face having blood on it or something, that's what we use. We say she had a steak. That's why she was covered in blood.
We are a defense attorney.
We are a defense attorney. There's also the missing silverware. So the maid might have had access to a knife, but I still think the clock hands killed him. I think whoever had clock hands, that's probably, you know what? We haven't interviewed that photographer. He probably did it. We got no evidence to suggest anyone else did it. That photographer had them clock hands and he did it. We'll do that. That's gonna be our case.
The clock hands have been missing for years.
You know, he found them or whatever, or he stole them. I don't know. That's gonna be our argument. 2 days. We only had 2 days to prepare.
Calm your feathers, Falcon. We can do this. Meow.
Monsieur Falcon, Petite Sparrowson, is there anything you need me to do? No, we got a handle on things.
Falcon was just telling me how confident he was feeling about the case.
That's wonderful. I just know you two will pull through.
Let's move along, fellas.
I'll be watching from inside. Do your best for me, Monsieur Falcon.
We will.
Yeah, we gonna try.
Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready. We're ready.
Lion is in the chat.
Oh, there is a judge. You gotta be the choice of the judge.
All right, settle down, everyone. Settle down. Is everybody here?
J.J. Falcon present. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Rupert Rabington present. The readiest prosecution, Your Honor. Darn, that's not it. Oh gosh, where's my notes?
Ha, I knew it.
Knew what?
Rupert and I went to Paris Law School together. He was in all of my classes.
Oh, was he smart?
No. He always scores the second worst marks in class. I can only assume that he bundled through final exams on luck and his 2 rabbits' feet.
Oh good, so he's so bad that we might be able to actually beat him. Good.
Unless he's improved considerably, you might already have this trial in the bag.
That's good to know, but say, Sparrowson, if Rupert scored the second lowest marks in class, who scored the lowest?
I choose to exercise my right to not self-incriminate.
Well, you a savage beast there, so I gotta give you some respect. Here it is. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
All the judge, jury, all present.
Oh, wow. A jury of our peers. There is another judge over here. All present and accounted for, Your Honor.
Hey, Falcon, I thought there were only 6 members of the jury for cases like this. Why do I count 8?
Oh, those 2 birds with the funny hats are assessors, the associate judges.
Everything seems to be in order. So let us begin. The court is now in session for the trial of Dame Catherine Demois. Prosecution, please call your first witness to the stand.
Oh gosh, are we there already? Okay, I choose to call the officer in charge of the murder investigation, Inspector Valerti, to the witness stand.
Inspector Valerti, please approach the stand and recite the oath.
What is that animal? What?
Is it chicken?
Okay, so I guess they don't eat chickens.
Or it's maybe a vulture?
Oh, yeah. Do you want to be Valerti?
What does Valerti sound like?
A pirate?
As you will, Your Honor. I will swear to speak without hatred and without fear. To tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Monsieur, no, Inspector, please state your name and occupation for the record.
My name is Inspector Juste Voltieri. Valerti. I am a servant to the law, a scourge of the gutter rats that plague this city. I have enforced the law for over 20 years, and I shall continue until I bring the infamous Viridian killer to justice. Viridian, I got it. My path begins 18 years ago. Let's stick to the questions, Inspector. Of course, Your Honor. Oh great, I was hoping we could have one of those bumbling, cuddly officers, but instead we're stuck with the lawful goody two-shoes. I bet this guy will turn in his own mother if he saw her littering.
So, Inspector, is it true that you're the lead investigator on this case?
That's correct. I was also among the first to arrive at the scene of the crime.
Then perhaps you can walk us through what you witnessed upon your arrival.
Absolutely. Just after 7:30, we were alerted and brought to the scene by the housemaid of Baron Rourgier. At the scene of the crime, we found Dame Catherine Demois. She was standing over the corpse of Monsieur Greenway, with his blood on her paws.
Well, that sounds like an open and shut case in my humble opinion. No more questions, Your Honor. Bloody paws? No one told me that detail, but we prepared for this. I told you she had bloody steak for dinner, and that's gonna be our defense.
Keep it together, Falcon. You're about to be given the opportunity to cross-examine the witness. That's your opportunity to find flaws in the inspector's testimony.
Of course. I know this. I've been a lawyer forever.
You may begin your cross-examination, Monsieur Falcon. Falco. What's French?
Select a key phrase you find suspicious. Falcon will press witness for information. Ask the right questions to bring truth to light. Avoid pressing for pointless details. The judge and jury don't like having their time wasted. Select a statement to question. Blood on her paws. Inspector, you said Dame Cataline had blood on her paws.
Correct. Blood clung to her fur like guilt to a convict.
How much blood was there?
Enough for it to be clear that she had dirtied her hands on the victim's body. We noticed blood under the suspect's nails, around her fingertips, and even a little around her mouth.
Her mouth? How vile. The inspector's answer seems pretty definitive. Yeah, we got another question. Steak.
Whose blood was it?
I guess we can ask that. Whose blood was it?
Ha! What a question. It was Monsieur Greenwees, of course.
How can you be so sure? I object. The line of questioning is absurd. There was only one murder victim that night, Falcon. The blood on Dame Cataline's paws could have only belonged to one person, Monsieur Greenwee. Judge, Falcon's trying to delay the trial by asking pointless questions.
I'm afraid the prosecution may have a point, Monsieur Falcon. Do you have any reason to suspect the blood belonged to someone other than Monsieur Greenway?
Yes, it belonged to my friend, Bukow the Third. I do have reason to suspect that. I got one more suspicion. I have evidence that the blood on her paws has nothing to do with the murder. This is foolish time-wasting, Falcon. If the blood on the Cataline's paws didn't come from the victim, then where did the blood come from? The steak! On the evening of the murder, Dame Cataline ate a bloody rare steak!
Is this true, Monsieur Ravington?
But I am a manner of speak. I suppose steak might have been on the menu. Then, Inspector, would you acknowledge the possibility that the blood on the lady's paws did not belong to the victim, but to the steak? I cannot believe we're going with this testimony. Okay, I was real surprised, and this is how this went. Wait, don't answer that, Inspector.
It is a possibility.
No. Intriguing, pretty convincing. You gained a little favor with the jury. So, Inspector Valerty, is it possible that you arrested an innocent bystander simply for being a messy eater? Now, hold on just 1 minute, Falcon. You're overlooking something quite crucial. Dame Catalina is an elegant bourgeoisie's kitten. She would never, no doubt, brought up with flawless etiquette and table manners. At the banquet, she would have eaten the steak with a fork in her left hand, knife in her right, like any proper, civilized animal. How could she have possibly gotten blood in her paws with such good manners? Oh, that is a good question. Or at least it would be at any ordinary dinner banquet. But as it happens, something was missing from that particular banquet. Something that forced Dame Cataline to eat with her paws. She was forced to eat steak with her paws because the silverware of the household had been previously stolen. Stolen? I don't recall any mention of that in police report.
We weren't aware of any missing from the Rogue residence when we performed the initial investigation.
I'm so glad that lion isn't here to incriminate us for pretending to be cops. Ah! What a twist. We gain more favor with the jury.
You see how small that hippopotamus is?
Yes, I think I don't have a sense of scale.
What is the meaning of all this? Bloody steak, misplaced silverware? Inspector, was your investigation so lax you overlooked these basic facts in your initial report? Lax, my investigation, Judge. I assure you I am most thorough investigative officer in the force. With one eye. That it is amazing that the Parisian police managed to solve any crimes at all. Heh.
Oh dear.
Be on your way, Inspector. Perhaps do a little inspecting for your next case. Fine, so be it, monsieur. Until next time. Prosecutor, I trust your next witness is ready.
Yes, of course, Your Honor. I call upon, let's see, Monsieur Repito Rubino, the photographer who attended the banquet on the night of the murder.
Monsieur Rubino, please approach the stand and recite the oath.
Oh, he's not a rabbit. That's surprising.
He's a robin.
Okay. How does it go? I swear to speak without hatred, and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It's a little cliché, to be perfectly honest. Could the witness please introduce himself with a court record? As if anyone in the courtroom does not immediately recognize me. I am the great Monsieur Rubito Rubino, cutting-edge photographer and visionary. I don't just take people's pictures. I capture their very essence. Je suis l'artiste, tout un pipe. You may have seen my works. You may have seen my works in hit magazines, La Broche or C'est Chaud. I continue the tweets if you like. What on earth is a tweet?
JJ? Bird-to-bird communication. Come on, Falcon. It's 19th century. Get with the times already.
Was that 100 coffees that was bet? Because I remember there was a bet.
I think it was $10,000 in coffees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Full budget on tea. Yes. Your works are very impressive. I'm sure.
100,000.
Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Could you tell us your activities were on the night of the murder? Very well. I was hired by Baron Rouget to capture the evening's events. I arrived at 7 in the evening. I pointed my camera and captured the beauty of the banquet in one fantastic photograph. Then I billed Baron Rouget and I left.
Like a true artist.
In regards to the photograph itself, who did you photograph? I thought you might ask. I brought a copy so that you could all see for yourselves. Oh, very good. Let's take a closer look. My word, this is an exquisite picture. So let's see, who do we have here? In the middle, Baron Rouget, line who hosted the event. On the left, Signor Portrait de Mer, the father of the defendant, Dame Cataline. And finally, the housemaid, Colleen Duhat, who I suspect may have snuck into the picture uninvited. As you can see, 2 people were clearly absent from the photograph. First was the victim, Monsieur Grumy, and the second was the defendant, Dame Cataline Demoral. Quite suspicious, wouldn't you agree? Just a moment, Monsieur Rabington. This proves nothing. So the defendant and the victim were not photographed with the others. That doesn't mean that they were in the garden together at any point. Hold your horses, Falcon. I'm not done yet.
The prosecution may continue.
Behind the photograph subjects, we see a wall clock with the time at 7:30. Wait a minute.
Impossible.
There's them clocking. I'm such a good detective, Sparrow's son. I knew exactly how this murder was gonna go with no evidence whatsoever. We didn't do jack shit in this investigation except pretend to be cops, and I still figured it out because I'm a damn genius, I tell you what. Now, why is this time significant? Well, as Inspector Voltaire told us earlier, that was the time the murder took place. Don't you see, Falcon? Every suspect had an alibi, save for Dame Cataline.
Falcon, something is fishy. In the jail cell, Dame Cataline told us she was present when the photograph was taken. But I don't see her in Rubino's photograph.
That's true, but I can't use her testimony as evidence. It's too little weight. It's hearsay. It's, she says she's innocent. That don't mean nothing. If I want to prove that Rubino's photograph is not a valid piece of evidence, I will have to dish out evidence of our own. Your Honor, I would like to cross-examine the witness.
Very well. The defense may proceed.
It's a waste of time. Photographs are rock-solid evidence.
Look at this photograph!
7 p.m. I arrived at 7 p.m. I set up my camera. Well, we know cameras. We don't need that. We captured the beauty of the evening's events in one magnificent photograph. Then I billed him and I left.
It only takes 10 minutes.
So, should we just look at the photograph? We don't got the evidence.
We should look at the photograph.
We should look at the photo. Let's go back to looking at the photograph. Let's take a closer look at this photograph. We need to figure something out. Why is it in black and white? I need to know. It shouldn't be in color. The world's in color. I mean, not our world. The world's in sepia, but I see a mistake. Just to clarify, photographs are a direct reflection of reality, are they not? That is correct. The photographic process leaves no room for bias or inaccuracies. That is most curious, because I see a mistake. I think that the camera is fake, and that it's all just a picture of a painting that he
done
made.
by a tiny bird.
It's a painting by
a tiny bug.
A caterpillar inside a box. I want to see the inside of his camera. I bet there's a caterpillar with a little painting in there, and they just made this fake picture, and they didn't paint Dame Cataline in order to frame it for the murder. I think that's what's it, because if the clock hands have been gone for a while, then that's a mistake. Or it's a murder weapon. I haven't decided yet, but we're gonna figure it out. A mistake? Impossible. I just told you, Monsieur, the camera is a perfect unbiased device. The photographs it produces are flawless. Falcon, I'm not seeing mistakes. Perhaps you could be more specific. Certainly. Oh, I can click on anything. I can say, well, let's see what we got here. We got We got our cigarette smoking lion friend with his thing. We got the picture of the cat and the top hat, and that seems fine. I think them hands are definitely, you need to get them hands. And then we got her. I don't see. Oh, she got something in her bag there. Looks like it might be the silverware, but it might also be the clock hands. I'm not sure. I think it might be just the silverware. I think she might be the murderer. You know what? I think I want to click on that later, but we're gonna go with this for now. We can examine all kinds of stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's examine that. The clock in this photograph. There's something not right about it. Well, isn't that convenient? The defense sees something wrong with the key piece of evidence that implicates client. Don't give me that cocky tone, Monsieur Rabbington. I got evidence that there's something wrong with that clock. The missing clock hands. The photograph clearly shows the clock hands pointing at 7 and 6. That much is self-evident. Which is most curious, because the clock in the lounge of the Chateau Crinier has no hands. It has no hands. The clock is merely a decorative piece, a talking item. Feel free to ask Baron Roger or his housemaid if you have doubts. Monsieur Robino, how do you explain this discrepancy? I don't know. There must be some sort of mistake. My camera is flawless. There's no mistake, Monsieur. Your photograph depicts something that does not exist in the real world. Maybe there was an error in the printing process. An error precisely where the clock hand should be. Please, Monsieur, don't patronize us. Allow me to offer a more plausible explanation. You edited this photograph. Edited? I'm no expert, but I suspect you used paint or ink or something to carefully put hands upon the clock. It would have been a simple task considering that clock face was there. One could even speculate that you specifically chose to include a handless clock in the photograph just to simplify the editing process. Falcon, your reasoning is absurd. Why would the witness do such a thing? Is it not obvious? By showing the photograph to have taken place at precisely 7:30, it clears all the photograph's subjects of suspicion. In other words, Monsieur Rabino created a perfect alibi. I'm so good at being a lawyer. Of course, this raises further questions. Who's the witness protected? And why? Was Monsieur Rabino coerced, bribed, threatened? Enough silence. Let's hear some answers, Monsieur Rabino. Fine, you've got me. I'm guilty. I did it all.
You did it? You're confessing to the murder of Monsieur Grenouille?
What? No, I have no idea who killed the frog. I'm just admitting that I'm guilty of producing fraudulent photographs. I was ordered to make changes to the printed photographs, and yes, that included adding hands to the clock. You were ordered by whom? I dare not say.
Monsieur Rabino, I strongly advise you to answer the defense's question. You have pledged to speak without fear after all.
Be a good boy. With respect, Judge, I fear his claws more than I fear the punishment of the justice system. I shall name no names.
His claws? Did you hear that, Falcon? That is most unfortunate. To the guillotine! Monsieur Rabino, we cannot and shall not torture names out of you. We do not live under ancient regime after all. But since you admitted to falsifying evidence, we then cannot keep you on stand as a witness. Take your leave. You shall be charged with perjury in due course.
I can't protest.
And then executed by guillotine.
That's the least I deserve for my failure as an artist. Good day, messieurs. Intriguing. We gained favor with the journey. The clock hands were painted on. So what? It doesn't matter. The photograph still depicts her absent and close to the time of the murder. That's significant. Don't be dense, Monsieur Rabbington. If the photograph is not completely genuine, it cannot be considered reliable evidence. Why not? It's still a portrayal of the night's events. Because if we accept that one part of the picture was edited, then we must accept the possibility that the other parts too. She might have been photoshopped out of that, you don't know. Even worse, it was possible that another person was painted in. We know that the witness was trying to cover for someone, so all possibilities must be accounted for. Unfortunately, both of the other suspects are cats, so that claw comment don't mean shit. So what are you saying, Falcon? That the housemaid paid off the photographer? Was it Signor Purter Demal, perhaps? I don't think so. Housemaid lacks a means of motive, and it wouldn't make sense for Purtier to implicate his own daughter.
And then hire lawyers.
Well, surely you're not suggesting that the honest and beloved Baron Bourget deliberately tried to frame Dame Cataline? Because that would be most outlandish theory yet. The Baron is a pillar of our community. He would never do such a thing. Oh no, he's bougie as hell. We gon' bring this guy down. I'm not here to throw accusations. That's a job of the prosecutor, you know. But oh no, he's gonna know when that comes.
Mayhaps I should offer my opinion.
This is the twist. Oh no, Sparrison, this is not gonna go good for us. I hope the jury still likes us after this. Baron, it's not time for your witness testimony yet.
So you would think, prosecutor, and yet I see my good reputation getting tarnished by your incompetence.
Incompetence?
Indeed. Let's proceed with witness questioning. Is that fine with you, Judge? Yes, I suppose that's fine. Very good. I think... And I trust the defense has no objections.
As a matter of fact...
Object!
Oh no!
Tread carefully, Monsieur Falcon, or should I call you Inspector Vivi Crestle?
I don't know what you talking about, son. You the one on the witness stand. I'm over here. The jury loves me.
I hear that impersonating a police officer is a major criminal offense. It'd be a shame if word were to spread.
No objectives here. You please continue. You do your thing, sir. I ain't gonna do nothing.
Fantastic. Oh, but before I forget, I pledge to speak without fear and prejudice, etc., etc.
Man, Sparrow, so you really got us into this mess for not telling me that this was gonna happen beforehand. I knew as soon as we gonna see him at trial, he's gonna be like, oh, they impersonated a police officer. I recognize them from the other day. They were in my house 2 days ago. Oh, this is suspicious.
Now, prosecutor, ask me what I witnessed over the course of the evening.
Okay, Baron Margay. The night of the...
In the initial dinner in Magnificent.
Oh, we've heard this before.
When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grenouille left to visit the garden. Dame Cataline followed behind him moments later. Signor Pertois, Monsieur Robino, and myself were engaged in conversation, so we paid her no mind.
Lion's asking if we okay. Lion missed that part where we impersonated a cop in front of this guy. We thought everything was gonna be fine, and then when we left his house, we realized, oh shit, he gonna see us in court. And it happened. It happened like that. Damn it.
After the photographer had left, my housemaid left to go find Monsieur Grenouille and Dame Cataline. That would be when I heard her cry for help.
Thank you, Baron. I think we all know the story from there. I would like to cross-examine this witness. Not really, but, we gotta.
Do you doubt my integrity, garçon?
I'm just here to uncover the truth, Baron, just...
The truth, huh? Very well, then.
Yeah.
Hit me with your best shot. Let's establish with absolute certainty that I, Baron Rogier, am an honest man. The defense may proceed with the cross-examination.
Okay, we got a question. I don't know if this dinner went magnificently. They had bloody steak and they had to eat it without silverware. That sounds like, Monsieur Grenouille left to visit the garden. She followed behind him a few minutes later. The housemaid discovered the pair just after the photographer left and called for help. We gotta look at our evidence. I'm not sure that's how it went down.
Perhaps the housemaid being in the photograph is suspicious.
That's a good point.
But we can't use the suspicious photograph in court because it's been dismissed as evidence.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got money. We could throw money. Okay. I mean, we found a cigar. I don't know.
That's hearsay.
We found a red herring. Okay, got no more evidence. Damn.
What's it say about the red herring?
This is a red herring.
Huh.
That's it. It's unfortunate. All right. What about... So, She got a case. I should have asked him about the housemaid, damn it. All right. Okay. Well, we got a couple shots at this, I think.
Well, let's see. The dinner. It was a dinner, so that's gonna be hard to disprove.
Yeah. Let's skip that.
Monsieur Grenouille. Yeah, well, he died. His body was there, so that's gonna be tough. The garden. That seems to be where he was found, so that's tricky.
We could ask about the housemaid. I'm leaning towards the housemaid. You know, this...
Maybe we can get the housemaid to talk. She might owe us a favor, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh, yeah, she apparently... She's in the audience, they say. Let's talk about the housemaid. I have a couple questions about your housemaid, Colleen Duhot.
Duhot.
She's a thief.
First of all, she's a thief. Does she smoke? Interesting question.
Oh, yes. Oh, let's lead with the cigar thing. We can do that.
We found a cigar.
Does your housemaid smoke cigars? That question came out of left field.
Definitely not. Mademoiselle Duhot detests the smell of tobacco.
I see.
Putting together a bigger picture, are we?
I'm gonna try. Like, we got nothing else, Sparrows, and we gotta go with this piece. Yeah. Let's go.
Does she smoke?
Should we implicate her? I don't think this got nothing to do with anything like that. I don't think it got nothing to do. I don't.
Duhot lion.
I don't think it matters that she was a thief. I don't think. Let's talk about the garden. We talked about the housemaid enough. Let's change the subject. Let's talk about the garden. Yeah. We saw the murder scene, your garden, for ourselves. When was the last time you visited it?
And what's with all the horses?
And what is with all the... We're gonna get to that in a bit, but, you know, we're gonna get to the important questions.
I bet he's jealous of their manes.
I'm wondering more about the people. What's with all the people? How do we know what people are?
As it happens, I have quite a serious allergies. I haven't been in my own garden for years.
Years, you say?
Indeed.
That ain't right. Baron, I do not wish to call you a liar, but their claim does not hold up to scrutiny.
Oh? And why is that?
Because we have hard evidence that you visited the garden recently.
Balderdash, my word is gold. Show the court your so-called hard evidence that I've been in my garden.
This was found in your garden, to be specific. It was found inside the fountain basin, right beside where the murder occurred. Cigar pipe? That could belong to anybody.
Prosecutor, please shut your mouth. I can speak for myself.
Okay, sorry, Baron. Nicole, but I ain't calling you a truther. Lay gasp.
That is indeed the remnants of one of my cigars, but I must apologize, Monsieur Falcon. I misunderstood your initial question. You see, prior to the banquet, I hadn't visited my own garden in years.
You changing your story.
But naturally, after hearing the housemaid's cry for help in the
Oh, yeah, and you just lit it in your own fountain. I see it.
I was shocked and disgusted by what I saw. That must have been when I dropped my half-smoked cigar in the fountain.
It wasn't in a droppable area. It was way up high. You see, Falcon, that's a perfectly reasonable explanation. I would find that believable if the cigar were casually discarded, but as it happened, the cigar butt was found in the fountain's upper basin, a location that could only be accessed with great inconvenience.
And a little paddling.
And we know cats don't like getting wet. The cigar butt was not dropped, it was deliberately hidden.
There are any number of possible explanations.
Are there? 'Cause I can only think of one. That is you, Baron Rouget, deliberately hid your cigarette butt to disguise your own illicit activities.
Did I now? And what illicit activities would those be?
You want me to spell it out? Fine. Let's put everything on the table. You, Baron Roguet, murdered Monsieur Grenouille. That is what you were trying to keep hidden.
Order! Directly accusing me of murder. How shamelessly brazen.
That is a ludicrous accusation, Falcon. The Baron is an upstanding citizen of the highest order. Your allegation is baseless. You have no evidence. No means, motive, opportunity. No evidence. Think harder, Monsieur Rabbington. Every piece of evidence points to Baron Roguet as the prime suspect. He's a rich douche. That's all you need to know.
Some good Saint Saëns music.
You want the means? The Baron certainly had the means. I'm just...
He's a lion!
He's a lion, and he lives in a mansion for some reason. I don't know where he got his wealth, but, you know, kitty cats make it all the way to the top, I guess, when they're eating people like us. His lion's claws are sharp as a surgeon's blade. Cutting a frog belly would be trivial for him. He don't even need a murder weapon. Even Monsieur Rabino confessed that he feared for his claws.
Ridiculous. I would never threaten a man with violence.
You want a motive? The Baron had at least 10,000 francs worth of motive by removing a business partner. The Baron's share of his railway company increased from 1/3 to 1/2. I'm pulling this evidence out my ass. I don't know where we found this part from.
We did know that.
We did know. Okay. You know, we all right. You know, we gonna go way back with that.
Well, we did know that he was a business partner.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Sparrowson. You know, I'm gonna let you whisper that in my ear.
This is preposterous.
And finally, the Baron had opportunity. No, he crafted the perfect opportunity. He arranged a small banquet with a very select number of guests. He was aware of the missing silverware, and yet he served steak, a food item that necessitates good cutlery. Why? To bloody the hands of his guests, of course. And of course, he invited all cats. Other people could have used their claws as the same murder weapon. He hired an easily influenced photographer, staged a very specific picture in order to build a perfect alibi for himself. Photographing the guest in front of a handless clock to make for easy editing is quite an ingenious plan, it must be said.
Prosecutor, are you just going to let this slanderous yarn go uncontested? Say something. Object. Oh, you're pitifully useless.
After executing a murder, the Baron found himself still holding a single piece of incriminatory evidence, his finished cigar. He knew that leaving it at the crime scene would raise suspicion, but he didn't have time to properly dispose of it. So out of desperation, he threw it in the fountain, out of the sight of his guests and any snooping police. 'Cause the police in this town are goddamn useless, but those who pretend to be police can find anything. I imagine the Baron was hoping to implicate Signor Puritaire Demois, since that would ensure total control over his railway company. I'll ask Dame Cataline was the first to happen upon the crime scene, so the Baron improvised.
This is an outrage. Judge, I demand you disbar this ranting lunatic.
No, there's only one outrage here. First of all, it's 1848, we don't got no bar. And second, that is that a man like yourself is able to abuse his wealth and status to frame an innocent girl who for murder. She's also rich, but you know
I do say.
I do say you're bourgeoisie in the worst kind.
How dare you, Garçon? You utter nerve for a lying scumbag of a lawyer to accuse a philanthropist like myself of something so heinous. I'm nothing like the fat cat bourgeoisie. I'm a respectful, hard-working capitalist.
No, you're a ruthless man who would slaughter a dear friend just to reap a few francs.
You incredulous whelp. I ought to gut you right here and now like a damned frog.
Shocked silence.
Could someone please restrain the Baron? I'm on it, Your Honor. Let's go, old man. To the concierge with you. Don't touch me, you filthy jackdaw. I can walk myself. This is quite the turn of events. Does the prosecution have anything to add?
I do well at a manner to be honest, no.
Then I shall now confer with the members of the jury to come to a decision. I ask that the animals of the court please be patient in this time.
So what do you think, jury? the jury in the chat, what do you think, guilty or innocent? I think it's pretty straightforward, though. We got to the bottom of this case before the case even started, before we even had evidence. We knew what was going on, that the missing clock hands were well, I guess they weren't the murder weapon, but most of the rest of it was right.
Falcon, that was pretty incredible.
Thank you. I just hope it was enough. What if the jury does say not guilty? What if we live in a corrupt society where people let the bourgeoisie get away with anything, even impeachable defense?
Falcon. We want them to say not guilty. We're the defense.
Wait. Oh yeah! I forgot! We were defending Dame Cataline and not Okay, yeah, you're right.
What do you mean? You just proved Cataline's innocent. We'll get through not guilty verdict for sure.
Sparrowson, I think you misunderstood something important about the justice system.
What's that?
I haven't proved anything. As lawyers, we do not deal in proofs. It's just not possible. All we can do is organize the evidence and convincingly explain what it suggests. I haven't proved her innocence. All I've done is demonstrate that there is a significant possibility that she is not guilty.
I'm not sure I understand the difference. We have reached a decision!
What if they still think she's guilty? What if they don't believe the lion because they're still on his side because they think he's so great and he's a big fat cat in a big golden tower and, they follow him even though he could claw somebody in the middle of Fifth Avenue and they would still not call him guilty? We live in some weird world, Sparrowson.
In light of recent revelations, it is clear that an error of judgment was made in the initial arrest. On that note, we unanimously find the defendant, Dame Cataline de Mao, to be not guilty.
Monsieur Falcon, Petite Sparrowson, you did it. Yeah, I suppose we did, didn't we?
We should head back to the office so we can celebrate properly. You did it, Falcon.
I can't take all the credit. This was a group achievement. I'm so proud of you both.
I'll go get one of the bottles of wine and 3 of our least dirty glasses.
You were amazing, Monsieur Falcon. Oh, it was none. I very much like the way you pinned the murder on the Baron. That was an act of sheer genius. Well, I didn't pin anything. Sparrowson and I worked at unveiling the truth, given the facts of the cases we thought we knew them. What are you going to tell me? Monsieur Falcon, there is no need to play coy. The case is over. Play coy? Don't tell me you're actually being sincere. I'm completely lost. Oh, wow. I thought the goody thing was an act, but you actually don't know. All right, I'll spell it out for you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sparrowson. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I murdered Monsieur Grimouille. Did she plant a cigar? I saw him in the garden, all drunk and vulnerable, and I seized my opportunity. It was nothing personal, just business, you understand. How were we to know? Business? To increase my papa's share in the train company, of course. My papa always said this drunk old frog was the weakest link. Your confession doesn't make any sense at all. I found Baron Roget's cigarette butt hidden in the garden. Oh, I put that there. I expected the police to find it, but I suppose that was putting too much faith in the brains of Paris's finest.
But Falcon proved Monsieur Rubino's photograph was edited.
It was edited. I wasn't in the picture because I was busy paying a visit to Monsieur Grimouille in the garden. My papa knew I needed an alibi, so he ordered Monsieur Rubino to paint me over Baron Roget to add hands to the clock. But that lazy artist didn't manage to finish altering the photograph by trial day. It's a good thing that Monsieur Falcon was so imaginative, because that could have gone very badly. God damn it, Sparrowson! I know we should have broken into that photo place! What's this silence? You should both be proud. There aren't many lawyers in the whole of France who could have won a case like this, even for a bourgeoisie kitty like me.
I think you should leave.
Fine. So much for celebrations. Here's the payment for your services straight from Papa's pockets. Well, adieu, Monsieur Falcon. Adieu, Petite Sparrowson. Sparrowson, we don't fucked up.
Falcon, what do we do now? Falcon?
I don't know. Well, it's been an hour and a half of playing Aviary Attorney. We finished Act 1. I don't know how many acts there are. We gotta take down the bourgeoisie, the real ones. The lion seemed kind of like a jerk to me, whatever. But, maybe not a murderer, but he still probably eats people or something, But...
Why didn't he defend himself better?
Yeah. Well, he had a terrible lawyer, so, But...
He's rich.
Yeah, we should have broken in. We should have broken in to that photo studio, and then we would have seen evidence to suggest that he was covering up the kitty. Could this have gone differently? Was we doomed to fail, or if we failed real bad, we would have accidentally succeeded? Is there any way that we could have had this go different? Man. We done goofed. Well, I think we're gonna be continuing this at some point. We're not gonna continue it tonight because we were going for 90 minutes, and that was a whole last episode, and I don't want to be going to midnight.
How much did we get paid?
I don't know. We can see that though. We can see where we start off. This is literally 2 days later. People are already getting murdered again. At the Louvre.
The palace.
Oh, we got a Baron duck person here. Oh, and a fox. Oh, there's a Spaniard. That's a person hand. That's a person hand. How much money we got?
That's a person hand too.
Oh no! Oh no! I do not like that. I cannot unsee. Why do they got people hands? How much money we got? We got 59 francs. We can give more money to the poor later.
We got 40 francs for that.
Oh no, I do not like these person hands. Do I have a person hand? I gotta know. Have I been ignoring this whole time? Oh wait, I guess. He can handle himself. Alright, we gotta find out if Falcon had hands. Alright. Okay, here, go to find his home. You would think that would be his, Back to the office?
Chateau Creamery?
Yeah, but where maybe he's in jail.
He's a jailbird?
Does he also have... It covers up his hands so you don't see. Which, these are people. These are people in the background here. What? I'm just cutting through this story. I thought we'll get back to this and stuff from the beginning later. We go to court. Maybe we go to court. He got people hands. How did I not notice everybody got people hands?
You're not a very good inspector.
I don't like it. I just ignore what I don't want to see.
He's gonna see us in court.
I don't like it. I do not like this one bit. Well, you can see pictures of everybody. All right, we gonna save and quit.
We should have not saved.
Oh, well, we could say load the previous day, which would have been
Case
this day.
2X,
Oh,
yeah.
Wow, there's all kinds of cases, and they way longer than this one was.
There's A, B, and C, probably based on how badly we messed up 1, 2, and 3.
Oh yeah, multiple endings, all that stuff. All right, so this is Aviary Attorney. I am JJ Beauregard Falcon, as we have established. This is my assistant Sparrow Man. I'm gonna call you Sparrow Man now because you apparently got man hands, which I didn't realize before.
He's got man hands.
I just, you know, I'm done. We had a twist ending to our case. We thought I was so confident. Well, first I was scared we gonna be recognized as faking cops, and then we were. And then we get in there, and that's the twist. And then we start to do real well and get all the evidence and get a jury on our side. And then it turns out, our person was a big liar, and we didn't see what was right in front of our face because we didn't break into the photo studio, which was a big shame. Should have done it in a different order or something. I don't know. I'm not okay. I don't like them people hands. Sharks with legs. Sharks with legs, birds with hands. What kind of world we live in? There's babies on horses. There's people in the background. Who's people? Oh, I need a drink. You can find me at the bar, Sparrowson. That's where I am. I'm at the pub. I'm having a nice milk drink or something. I don't know what birds eat. Just
Probably not milk.
probably not.
Bugs with faces.
But yes. So this is Aviary Attorney. We gonna play more of this. I thought this would be a one-off game. We would do like a case or whatever, and we put it away. But this is the plot. The plot doth thickeneth. So
Do you think we should be able to defend your lion, Mr.
I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna come up again. I don't
Could
think.
we double tip by getting two bourgeoisie people to pay us as defense attorneys?
Well, you know what I mean. It's like it's probably an alternate timeline. Well, we defend him and he gets away with it. And he comes to us and says that he was the murderer, and and then it's all just like you can't win. You can't win in bourgeoisie France. The bourgeoisie always wins, and people like us.
There is no ethical consumption under capitalism.
You right, Sparrowson. You right.
Especially when everybody's animals.
Yeah, no,
There's no ethical consumption.
There's no ethical consumption. We eat cow for some reason.
You assume that steak is a cow steak.
It might be a people steak. Maybe that's where all the people is. We eat them.
And that's why we grew hands, is because we are what we eat.
I like that theory. We've gotten to the bottom of the case. All right. Oh my God, lion. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. Yeah,
we done goofed.
We done goofed. Yes. All right. So we gonna do. I don't know if we gonna do a stream next week. I gotta shoot at 6. I might be back by 9.
We're still doing voices.
I have a shoot at 6. But it's supposed to be less than 2 hours, so I should be home by 9. So I think we will have another go at this. However, this is the kind of the problem. We want to get into Halloween games in October. We only have 3 weeks to do that. So I wonder if we're gonna have to put this away until November, or do another stream on a week, or maybe do a Saturday stream or something like that. I don't know what
we could do a Saturday.
I don't know what we're gonna end up doing. I want to play more of this. I want to revisit this at some point. But we might get onto some spooky games for a couple weeks, but I need to know what happens. Maybe I think it's like a 5-hour game total or something like that. So if we are able to do like a 3-hour Saturday stream or something, we might be able to knock out most of it. So maybe
it's on Steam, so we can use console commands if we really want to get around.
This is spooky. All the crime and murder. Maybe
The people hands.
Uncanny Valley. That's the spookiest thing you'll see on the internet. 10 out of 10 spooks. All right, guys, thanks for joining us for this. We had a lot of fun with this. I hope you enjoyed our depravity and insanity, and I hope I did not offend anybody who is French, British, Cajun, Southern, any nasally, or any animals. No animals were harmed in the making of this, except my voice.
What about the fish?
What about the fish? I don't know. I do not understand this crazy world we live in, Sparrow Son, and that's all I'm going to say about that.
We defended the wrong person.
I know. I know. We were tricked. We were bamboozled. Ugh. Right. So our next stream, we're not going to do a Saturday stream this week. We're going to be out of town, but we will be there on Monday.
Unless we do a cell phone stream.
No, I will be in a panel when I would normally be streaming. Yeah. So, but if you're in Charlotte or near Charlotte, check out Day of the Dead Charlotte. We'll be having a panel there, and we're doing North Carolina premiere of Seven Deadly Sins. So that's cool. We still are offering plenty of producer awards for Detroit Evolution. If you haven't checked out the new ones that were posted on Monday, they're pretty sweet. There's Blu-rays, there's posters, there's Polaroids from the set for associate producers. Everybody $100 cumulative or up gets a Polaroid unique from the set. So yeah, we have all kinds of cool stuff. So check that out if you're curious, and DM me if you're curious where your current total stands, because I have all the accounting and everything. But yeah, on Monday at...
So if you buy 5 Blu-rays...
If you buy 5 copies of Livescream, that qualifies you. Or if you buy 4 copies of Livescream and an Iggy pen, that qualifies you too. So buy a bunch of Livescream, share it with your friends, and get associate producer status on Detroit Evolution. That's an option.
4 and an Iggy pen wouldn't add up, would it?
They're 22 apiece.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. So, yeah, Opwu at 10 a.m. on Monday. So that'll be the next time we stream. There will be some fun updates. And I might finally catch up on a month of fan art that we have fallen behind on and that I want to honor. So if nothing else, we'll have that. And I will also, for patrons, be having a location vlog tomorrow, hopefully. I've started working on it, but hopefully it will be out tomorrow. So, yeah, that's it, everybody. Thanks for joining us. As we say, stay great, hydrate, and have a happy time zone. Bye.
And do your laundry.
Oh, yes, and if your laundry is wet, take it and put it in the dryer. Yeah, that's Austin's thing. Night.